शुभारंभ मंगल बेला आई, सपनों की डहरी पे दिल की बाजी रे शहनाई शहनाई।
गुजरात में आपनन स्वागत छे। ચાલો ગુજરાત વિશે વધુ શીખી જઈએ। વેલકમ ટુ ગુજરાત। લેટ્સ લર્ન મોર અબાઉટ ગુજરાત।
शुभारंभ मंगल बेला आई, सपनों की डहरी पे दिल की बाजी रे शहनाई शहनाई शहनाई।
Gujarat is a state on the western coast of India with a coastline of 1600 kilometers. It is the fifth largest Indian state by area and the ninth largest by population. People living in Gujarat are known as Gujars. Gujarat owns the Rann of Kutch, one of the most famous white deserts in India and one of the largest salt deserts in the world. It is inhabited by the Kutch people. Gujarat is exceptional and unique as it possesses greenery to a great extent. Surat is also known for its denim production. It has now become the country's second largest denim maker. Eagle Group, a leading textile manufacturer which is located in Surat, exports yarns, fibers, threads and textile accessories. Surat is known as the diamond city of the world. 90% of the world's diamonds are polished in this city. Ghanshyam Impex, Guru Kripa Exports, B. Mahesh Exports, Amrit Exports are few of the leading business in the diamond manufacturers. They also export gems, jewelry and watches.
I am Mukesh Ambani and I am the founder of the Reliance Industries. I am the chairperson of the Jio Telecom network and I have my own IPL team known as Mumbai Indians. I am going to build the world's largest zoo in Surat, Jamnagar.
Now, let's learn something about the history of Gujarat. It was founded by Raja Bachchan Pal Gurjar in 460 BC. Gujarat is one of the cities of subcontinent which were planned at the time of construction. And do you know who founded Gujarat? It was Akbar the Great. Gujarat was one of the 12 original subhas by Mughal Badshah Emperor Akbar the Great, with seat at Ahmedabad bordering on Sindh and later Ahmednagar subhas. In fact, the early modern period of Gujarat was amazing, as it began with Stone Age settlements, which was followed by Chalcolithic and Bronze Age settlements like Indus Valley civilization. Now let's see what Harappan in Gujarat looked like. The first site which was re-excavated after independence was found in Gujarat in Rangpur at Limdi Taluka district of Ahmedabad, as it was suspected to be an Harappan outpost. Now, let's see how the tools of Gujarat looked like. The middle and late Paleolithic artifacts included hand axes, cleavers, chopping tools, borers, and pointers. The sites in Kutch and Bahadar riverbeds in Saurashtra also. The Battle of Gujarat was the decisive battle of the Anglo-Sikh War, and it was fought on the 21st of February 1849. It was between the British forces and the Sikhs. The depleted Sikh army was weakened due to the lack of supplies and they were defeated by the Bengal East Indian Company. The civilization of Gujarat is also called the Indus Valley Civilization, and this civilization was one of the first great cities. Do you know When Gandhiji returned from South Africa, his first ashram was established in the Kochrab area of Ahmedabad on the 25th of May 1915. The ashram was then shifted on 17th June 1917 to a piece of open land on the banks of river Sabarmati. After the independence and the partition of India in 1947, the new Indian government grouped the formed princely states of Gujarat into three larger units: Saurashtra, which included the formed princely states on the Kathiawar Peninsula, Kutch, and the Bombay state.
Gujarat has a greatly diversified culture. All the four regions of Gujarat bring their own differences in the clothing and their lifestyle. Gujarat is also famous for its traditional thread works such as rabari and kathi embroidery. Gujarati literature's history may be traced to 1000 CE. Well-known laureates of Gujarati literature are Hemchandracharya, Narsin Mehta, Mirabai, Akho, and so on. The various types of embroidery done in Gujarat are patola, rabari, mutwa, and soot. These are the pride of Gujarat. Each and every item is made to perfection by the renowned artisans and craftsmen of Gujarat. Traditional artisans in tribal area dye, weave, embroider, and print some of the Gujarat's finest textiles. The Gujarati film industry dates back to 1932 when the first Gujarati film, Narsin Mehta, was released. After flourishing through the 1960s to 1980s, the industry saw a decline. The industry has revived in recent times. The folk traditions of Gujarat include Bhavai and Ras Garba. Bhavai is a folk theatre play. The Ras Garba is a folk dance done as a celebration of Navratri by Gujarati people. The folk costume of this dance is Chanaiya Choli for women and Kedia for men.
Gujarati cuisine. Gujaratis are so fond of sweets that they can never eat a meal without sweets. Their thalis lacks fresh vegetables, but instead it's loaded with oil, although their food tastes delicious. Now, I will introduce you to the main course and the main platter of Gujarat, which is a Gujarati thali. A Gujarati thali mainly consists of wet dal, shak, puri, papad, ladyfinger curry, and potato and tomato curry. Our next dish is the most favorite savory dish of Gujarat, which is khanvi. Khanvi is also known as rahivadi and is a snack in Maharashtrian cuisine as well as in the Gujarati cuisine of India. It consists of a yellowish, tightly rolled bite sized pieces and it is primarily made of gram flour and yogurt. Our next dish is typically enjoyed as a breakfast in Gujarat. Bhakri. Bhakri is a round bread often used in the cuisine of the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, along with the western and central parts of India. The bhakri is prepared using jowar and it is coarser than a regular wheat chapati. The next dish is thepla. Thepla is a soft Indian flatbread and is typically enjoyed as a breakfast or can be eaten for snacks with hot tea. Now, we will move on to the desserts of Gujarat. For the first dessert, we have Shrikhand. Shrikhand is a semi-soft, sweet and sour whole milk product prepared by straining curd and it contains sugar, saffron, cardamom and a little bit of milk. Our next dessert is Ghari. Ghari is a sweet of Surat, Gujarat. It is made of milk, mawa which is khoya, ghee and sugar. It is round shaped with a sweet filling which is to be mainly consumed on Chandni Padwa festival.
Hello, I am Rachit and today I will teach you how to make basundi. Here we are boiling 4 cups of milk. So now my milk has started to boil and now I will add cashew, almonds and saffron to it and then keep boiling it on a low flame for 10 to 15 minutes. Stir it occasionally. Now our milk has reduced and became 1/3. And now we will add some sugar and cardamom powder. Now we will stir it for 2 to 3 minutes. And switch off the flame. Now our basundi is done and we can serve it and drink it hot.
Now let's know more about Gujarat, starting with the beautiful Gira Falls, which are more breathtakingly beautiful around the monsoon season and are located 3 kilometers from the Waghai town of Gujarat. Asiatic lion. The Asiatic lion is surviving today only in India. Since the turn of the 20th century, its range is restricted to the Gir National Park and the surrounding areas in the Indian state of Gujarat. Historically, it inhabited much of the Western Asia and the Middle East up to the northern India. temples of Gujarat. The temples of Gujarat are very famous and are a beautiful attraction to tourists. It is also because these are not only places of devotion but are architectural marvels which are a depiction of the magnificence of the state in the past times. You can visit some of the most famous temples in Gujarat that receive a heavy step of devotees as well as tourists and travelers. Now, the Somnath Temple. This temple is one of the most famous temples of Gujarat. Why so? Because this temple is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva, the renowned Hindu architecture. Somnath Temple is known to be one of the most gorgeous temples in Gujarat that exists from the ancient times. It was believed that this temple was built by the moon god in gold and recreated by Ravan in silver and then by Lord Krishna in wood. Now, Dwarkadish Temple. The Dwarkadish Temple, best known as Jagat Mandir, is dedicated to Lord Krishna, and the temple is more than 2500 years old. The main door, known as Moksha Darbar, which means door to salvation, is the north entrance. On the other hand, the south door, known as Swarg Darbar, means the gate to heaven. On the back side of the door, there are 56 steps which lead to the prominent river Gomti. Now, the Jagannath Temple. This beautiful temple is located in Ahmedabad and primarily dedicated to Lord Jagannath. This temple was established around 450 years ago and was built by Sadhu Sarangdasij, best known for its Rath Yatra festival. Now, the Hut Singh Jain festival. Built in the year 1848, this temple is considered to be one of the most prominent temples of India, which is located in Ahmedabad. This famous Jain temple is funded by a rich Gujarati trader and managed by the Hut Singh family itself. The monuments of Gujarat. Let's talk about the Champanir Pavad Park. The Champanir Pavagad Park is located in Panchmahal district in Gujarat, India. The heritage site is studded with forts with bastions starting from the hills and extending into the city of Champanir. Now, the Laharipuri Gate. The Laharipura Gate, built in 1558, served as the western gateway to the old city, a towering structure with beautiful arcs. The Laharipuri Gate now serves as a busy market famous for traditional Gujarati and Marwari artifacts. The gate has 3 arches. Now, the El Sahaba Mosque. The El Sahaba Mosque of Sharm el Sheikh is made using Ottoman architecture. It is considered the most important mosque built within the decade. The mosque is a very good representation of Islamic architecture in the new era and is designed by the Egyptian architect Fort Tocqueville, built by the Egyptian army.
Vallabhbhai Jhaverbhai Patel or Vallabhbhai Patel
He was born on 31st October 1875 in Nadiad. Raised in the countryside of Gujarat, he is the sixth son of Jhaved Bhai and Ladba Patel. Popularly known as Sardar Patel, he was an Indian politician and a successful lawyer. The Iron Man of India served as India's first Deputy Commissioner and was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 1991, 41 years after his death on 15th December 1950. Persuading every princely state to accede to India, he made his commitment to national integrity total and uncompromising, earning him the sobriquet Unifier of India. He has 16 books, some of them being called Selected Speeches and Writings of Vallabhbhai Patel, The Collected Works of Vallabhbhai Patel, Bharat Vibhajan, etc. Highly respected for his leadership, Patel united 562 Indian states and a major part of the British Raj, forming the first single union of India. The Statue of Unity is a colossal statue built in honor of this Indian statesman and independence activist who was the first Home Minister of independent India. Located in Gujarat on the Narmada River, it faces the Sardar Sarovar Dam southeast to Vadodara and 150 kilometers from Surat. Designed by Indian sculptor Ram V. Sutar, this statue was inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi on 31st October 2018, Sardar Patel's 143rd birth anniversary. Made of steel, concrete and cement, this statue is the tallest statue of the world at a height of 597 feet.